Hello, Sunbeams. Welcome to SunshineRealms. My name is Sunshine. I am here to do the weekly reading for the last week in January as we approach the month of February. This is a collective reading for those that are on this timeline and resonate with the energy. So I am going to start off with some oracle cards and then move into tarot, just so that we can set the tone for the week ahead. My intention is to bring messages for the collective. I am just going to grab a few cards to get us started. I'm going to grab one tarot and one oracle. And this is the tarot of the magical forest. I'm going to also be using the moons. Thank you, Spirit. And the enchanted map oracle. That's important. As well as the work your light oracle. We're gonna get two. I'm gonna pull from the everyday at the end. So like I said, we're gonna start with the oracle cards. We have one from the enchanted map, and then two came out from the work your light oracle. Thank you, Spirit. Moonlight. So the moonlight card is about a period of reflection and a period of being outside of the truth and not within the truth. When you're in the sun energy, you are basking in the glow of truth. And with the moonlight, you might be absent from the truth, or separated from the truth, or seeking the truth, where you're asking Spirit, you're being patient, and you're waiting for the guiding light, you're waiting for the answers, and you're also being held in a space where you feel comforted, knowing that the answers are coming. So if you're in a period of asking questions about where you're going, or what you're doing, or what you can put your focus on, know that the answers are coming, although they might not be within your realm. Let's get into the work your light oracle cards as well. We have trust the niggle and play. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? And have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. With these two cards, with the moonlight card, this is letting me know that your intuition is guiding you somewhere. Your intuition is telling you certain things, and your intuition is leading you to maybe in a new direction. You might be in a period of shadow energy or working through your shadow, especially with this moonlight card. It's almost saying the same thing. Trust your intuition, trust yourself. Trust your own inner guidance, and trust Spirit's guidance as well, because you're being moved into an area where you can have more flexibility, and whatever it is that you know within you, whatever it is that you already have within you, that's going to move you in the direction that you're supposed to go in. And sometimes when there's moonlight surrounding us, we know, we just don't have a clear direction yet, or it hasn't been finite or fine-tuned yet. We might not have a clear direction, but we know we want to go in a certain direction. So trust whatever it is that you already know. Trust your inner guidance, trust the niggle that's inside of you. And Spirit is saying, have fun with it. Color outside of the lines. Think outside of the box. Do something different. Do something different in your energy, or shake something up, you know, shake off the shadow side, work with it instead of trying to push it aside. When we work with the shadowy energy that's within us, then we can see exactly what it is that we need to fine tune, work on, and move through. It's always moving through the darkness if we embrace it. So someone might be in an energy where they're not telling themselves the truth, or they might just be deceiving themselves or doubting themselves in some kind of way. But if you know within you which direction you want to go, then I would suggest you tap into that. Writing it down helps. You know, writing down pros and cons is like one of the best writing tools that I have used in order to work through shadow energy. What are some of the positive aspects of it? What are some of the negative aspects of it? You already know what it is. So work with it. That's part of the spiritual path, is working with what you have right in front of you, working with the energy that is already in front of you, working with the tools that you already have. And that has a lot to do with the energy from last week. What resources do you have that you can use to get you through this time frame? Even if you don't have all the answers, trust yourself. The answers will come. The answers will come. And they might come to you in a dream state, especially with this fairy and this owl here, or something that has to do with nature. Nature might reveal to you some sort of answer that you're looking for. Let's see if the tarot cards can offer us any additional guidance. The Lovers, which is Gemini energy. I would say that's about communication in third house. So it could be you just wanting to get out of a funk within yourself. You want to sort of get outside or play a little bit, have a little fun, and you're just sort of like stagnant right now. I see this as twofold, because for me, I like to embrace shadowy energy because it's always something that you can be learning through it. If this is what's in your heart or what's hidden, and you're just pushing it away and you want to go in a certain direction, but you're not giving yourself the benefit of the doubt, then Spirit is saying, trust yourself. That's where the light is. That's where the sun is. That's where the answers are. That's where the blooming is. So I have a feeling that someone is pushing their emotions to the side with the moonlight. You could be pushing what you already know aside. You could be pushing an aspect of yourself and how you speak or how you give or how you love to the side. And it might not be something that you're showing everyone, and you want to, because there's guidance here. And if you don't see it yet, again, weigh out those pros and cons. Someone might want to speak to someone. They might want to come out of the shadows. Because I get that feeling, because it seems as if this person on the card is following this person or following this person's lead. And the lotus is like a blooming of the heart space, a blooming of two souls. Someone wants to intertwine with someone or communicate with someone or get to know someone, but they're staying in the background within the emotional space and not coming out to reveal who they are. But energy doesn't lie, especially with this owl here. More than likely, the space that you choose to be in already has your energy in its awareness. So although you might be toiling as to how to play your moves or speak up or come out of the shadowy energy, more than likely, if someone is using their intuition, they can already feel you there. Let's see what else Spirit has for us. King of Pentacles. with the King of Pentacles, grounded, earthy, and I like to say subtle but forceful. That's what I love about Virgos. They speak the truth, but they do it in the most loving way. And Taurus and Capricorn could be an aspect of the King of Pentacles as well. But this energy is well thought out, tenured in some kind of way, meaning they've earned a certain level of respect, or they've earned a certain level of presence, a powerful presence is what I heard. So you could be the type of person who doesn't make themselves known because you prefer to show up in person, or you might be planning to do something with this moonlight that you might be toiling with about what to do, whether you should do it or whether you should approach, whether you should show yourself in some kind of way. From what I can feel, this energy wants to express itself, but they're suppressing their feelings. This could be anything. You could be suppressing your feelings about the way you feel about a person, the way you feel about a place or a thing, or a direction that you want to go. You're in the thought process, and it seems as if you've been in the thought process for a while, but your intentions are solid, but for some reason there's a little bit of fear here. Fear of awakening. I heard awakening the bear, which means that you have to come out of hibernation. Let's find out what this energy is about with the moonlight and the trust the niggle. If I can help anyone in any way, that would be my intention in terms of finding out what energy is here. That's important. Like I said, there's the Knight of Cups. There's a presentation that you want to make. And it has to do with emotions. You want to present your cup of love, or your cup of, I heard congratulations, like you want to say that you're proud of someone or express emotion to someone that represents a softening, a gentle part of yourself, or an aspect of yourself that you don't show a lot of people. Let's see what else. King of Wands. The King of Wands definitely does not express his emotions very well or very often. But it's important for you to open yourself up to what could be, to open yourself up to a part of yourself that isn't shown very often. You're so busy being a leader, you're so busy being powerful, you're so busy expressing your passions. This heart space is something that you're not used to being open to. Let's find out more. Ooh-wee, Knight of Swords. So when you get into the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords energy with the King of Wands, this is something that you want to do now. You prefer to speak your truth now. It's as if you feel like you're on a time crunch, or you feel like you're behind the 8 ball, or you're moving too slow, you're not moving fast enough. And Spirit is saying, trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust what you see, trust what you feel, trust what's around you. And don't move with haste, but move with guidance and discernment. And that is what's going to allow you to tap into the King energy, because when you move from the heart space, it doesn't always move quickly, but the mind space does. And sometimes the mind space will slow you down and put you at a point where you feel behind or you feel like you haven't been seen. So Spirit is saying, temper the heart with the mind. Temper your ability to choose to be someone who taps into emotions as well as the mind, but use it in your favor instead of being afraid of it or afraid to utilize your heart space, because the King of Pentacles with the Moon and the Lovers lets me know that you feel strongly about something, but you're not speaking up on it, you're not acting on it. But the reward is there. But you have to get into that space where you utilize the Gemini energy, the Lover's energy, the communication, the house of things that come together when the mind space has been free of clutter and it moves in a methodical way, an analytical way, and a way that allows you to make calculated moves. And those calculated moves have a lot to do with your heart space, with the Ace of Cups. The heart space of the Ace of Cups is someone that feels deeply. And I mean they feel. It might not be expressed, but they do feel. And this Ace of Cups might be intimidating. This Ace of Cups might be a space where someone is afraid of expressing themselves because they feel so deeply about something. And that could be a person, a place, or a thing. It could be anything. And it doesn't have to just be love. It doesn't have to just be a person. It doesn't have to just be a partner. This could be deeply in love with what you do, deeply in love with where you want to go, deeply in love with a project that you're working on, or deeply in love with what you're being called to do, or who you're being called towards. There's so many layers to the heart space. And what I like to say with the Moonlight card is, where did you put your emotions? Where did they go? If you've suppressed them for so long, if you put them into a space where they're not present any longer, go back to that space. Go back to that shadow part of yourself. Go back to that aspect of yourself and go get them. Unpack them. Pick them out of that suitcase or that bag or that place that you put them one by one and take a look at them. Take a look at them in a way where you can see why you feel the way you do, or why you're in this space altogether. Sometimes we have to do a review of where we are in our lives, a review of where we've been in our lives, and a review of where we want to go. And that requires us to pack some things up and unpack some things. So with this being in the shadow space, I think that this is something that you weren't willing to look at just yet, but for some reason it keeps beckoning you and beckoning you and beckoning you to make a move. It might be something from the past, because this Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords are both facing something that is out of view. It's not in view, it's out of view. Let's find out what that is. I'm going to use the Muse. And if you've enjoyed the reading, please feel free to add a heart into the comments if this is your energy. That lets me know that I'm on track. There we go. Oh boy. Oh wow. So that good old-fashioned Queen of Wands. That's someone that matches your energy, or something that ticks your boxes. That's what I heard. Ticks your boxes. This is something or someone that is equally as passionate as you are, equally as beautiful and loving as you are, equally as aligned as you are. And I mean, this is the sun that's in this play card. The Queen of Wands, especially with this Jaguar energy, she's someone who radiates light. This is the energy that you're trying to tap into. This is the energy that keeps beckoning you. It's like niggling and niggling and niggling and tingling into your heart space. And this Queen of Wands, if you know anything about a Queen of Wands or anyone who has feminine fire in them, this is an innately beautiful specimen. This is an innately beautiful human being who draws energy towards her just by stepping into the room. This is the energy that has lit you up in some kind of way. It's lit that passion inside of you, and it's something that you just can't let it go. I think that, especially with this Jaguar energy, this might feel ancient in some type of way or animalistic. It might bring out an aspect of you that only comes out when this King of Wands, with this very tenured and tender heart, with the King of Pentacles, this Queen of Wands brings out this aspect that can only be seen when she's around. There's something here about solid gold. I'm getting the energy of solid gold. She might have like a 70s vibe or like playful. The Queen of Wands is very playful with this play card. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. That's what the card says. There could be an aspect here that draws out the fire out of this grounded, tenured, very structured Virgoan energy. With the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles, it's like someone who's always done the same thing all the time. Like they like structure in a way that it keeps them balanced. They like truths in that way. But this Queen of Wands disrupts that environment altogether, and it gets this heart space going. You can tell by looking at her that she could have this very regal presence, natural beauty, this sense of fire and fluidity. I mean, she just glows. I can see why this fire and earth energy wants to slightly stay away from her. I think this is funny because this could be something that you're doing in your life too, that you're just super passionate about, and you want to see whether you want to go all in. It's like you keep window shopping, but you really just want to buy it. There's something about gold. There's something that you want. Ooh, I heard you want to take home with you. Oh my goodness. This could be a very large purchase. Okay. Yeah, with these Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords, you might want to be an impulse buyer. Ooh, impulsively buy something. This is a big purchase, and Spirit is saying weigh your pros and cons. You know, do some research. It might be something that you could have been mulling over for a period of time. Something that you might have put in your cart and it stayed there for a long time, or you forgot about it, but it's still like beckoning you, like Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Are you going to push that green light? Are you going to drop that gold on this thing? I don't know what it is, but it could have to do with movement. Let's find out more. I'm going to get the last card for the movement, the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords, Spirit. Any insight for the collective? Thank you. And if you hear that siren, this could be something that not only is it something that you want to do, it could be something that you need, that's urgent. The Fool, the Three of Wands, and the King of Cups. I feel like this Queen of Wands, this glowing, beckoning call to do something or make a move or come out of the moonlight space is what you've been mulling over, because the Fool is here with the Three of Wands and the King of Cups. King of Pentacles, King of Wands, King of Cups. This energy that keeps beckoning you fulfills a heart space. A heart space that you might have, stopped facing, stopped looking at. This is as if you stop thinking that, you stop thinking you could have it all. Wow, you stop thinking that you could have it all. That this would be something that you needed. Wow. Maybe you went into this shadowy place or took your emotions and you packed them in a place where you didn't want to look at it anymore. You didn't want it to be right in front of you anymore. You put it in a place where you didn't look anymore. But it's still beckoning you. It's still glowing. Like, look at me. Look how beautiful I am. Look how regal I am. Look how shiny I am. And you might need to take it out of your cart and check in with Spirit to see whether this is the right move for you. Because sometimes when we're in the shadowy energy and we refuse to take a look at something, Spirit will make our heart glow in a way that we can no longer ignore it. We can no longer push it to the background. We can no longer push it into the past. We must bring it forward. We must look at it. We must go through the choppy water. We must draw it in, bring it in. And that's what the Fool is here for. You must start over in this heart space. You must begin again. You must take a look at it. You must take a leap of faith. Because this energy here with the Fool, you don't get this opportunity very often. Spirit is saying you don't get this opportunity very often. Move with the heart, not with the mind. Is there any solace? Is there any solace? Any medicine for the collective in regards to the heart space? Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms, which lets me know that they're your cheerleaders. They might have been sending you messages or asking you to step into this heart space energy. They might be sending you messages in your dreams or at night. You might have a hard time sleeping because you keep going back to something that you try to keep in a suitcase. But it's time. And know that the time that's being presented to you right now is because you've kept it there long enough. I trust that you are wise enough to make the right decision. I trust that you won't make a hasty decision, and I trust that whatever spirit has been guiding you to do or helping you do, it's going to bring you to a space of peace and love and abundance, because that's the energy that's here for you if you welcome it in. The heart is very fickle. It's very fickle, and a lot of times people will stay in this background place because they don't believe that their heart can be full again. And with this Ace of Cups, not only will it be full, it's from the divine. It's a gift from the divine. You know that. Otherwise, this Queen of Wands wouldn't be a glowing frequency that continues to call your name. So whatever it is that you want to do, I suggest you sit down with it. It being the frequency of it with spirit, and ask for the divine's direction in order for you to make this decision. I trust that it's going to serve your highest good, because it's something that you haven't wanted to see within yourself. But when it presents itself, you can't deny it.